So went and got a bigger hammer. Always can get a bigger hammer. That's the rule number one of being a body man. You can always get a bigger hammer. Alright, I completed welding up these pinholes up under here. That's in a different video. So we're going to continue welding up this patch panel. Earlier I had mentioned how I had a stool over here and a bucket over there with the hump in the middle, and I couldn't get in there and work and sit correctly. It took me over a year to think of this. Not a year, constant work. Concrete block on each side and a 2x10 across the middle, basically a little scaffolding section. Puts me right in the center where I need to be. Why I didn't think of this, whoops, why I didn't think of this a long time ago, I don't know. Anyway, that's my new seating position. Alright, back to work. Now I can sit right in the middle of where I need to be to work. That's awesome. Why didn't I think of that a long time ago? Oh well, I know it now. So, I got this centerpiece tacked in. We did that previously. And as I mentioned, there's not enough shape. There's not enough curl in this piece right here. Hello, Thunder. So, and that's my fault. When I made this piece, I made it over a barrel. You know, I should have put more shape in it, and I didn't. What I think I'm going to be able to do here, I'm going to try to do anyway, I'm going to try to stretch it down some down the middle and basically go from being, you know, put some more shape in it, put some more curve in it. What I'm going to do is hit it with a spoon. It's going to take some pretty heavy hammer blows to make this move. And even with a body hammer, I wouldn't want to strike this directly with a body hammer because it put hammer marks in it. So I'll use a spoon as a, I don't know, spoon. But pretty sure that hammer is too small. So went and got a bigger hammer. Always can get a bigger hammer. That's the rule number one of being a body man. You can always get a bigger hammer. This is going to be pretty loud in here, so I'm going to put on some hearing protection. So let's see what we can do here. I don't want to tear this up obviously and destroy it, but I want to try to move it some if I can. Just let's see what we can do. That's putting some curve in it, a little more than it was. Alright, that's enough from there. I can probably do a little bit right here. Alright. I proved I could do it. I got it where it's pretty good from there. From there we'll get ready to weld. Oh, it's pouring down rain. I can hear the rain now. Let me go see if I need to close my doors. So hang on, I'll be right back. We got to get ready to weld anyway. I'm not going to weld the whole thing yet. I'm going to weld up part of it and then grind it down and then weld the rest of it. Just kind of how I do it. I mean, I do it different ways. So let's get to welding. Now, I've got the issue where I can't see, so glasses are off. Told you I'm incredibly nearsighted. I can see my hand in front of my face great. You know, out here I can't. So those glasses. Anyway, we won't talk about that anymore. Just yeah. I think my heat is right. We're gonna find out here in just a second. Hopefully I won't get burned in here. I do have my boots on today. I mentioned the other day I wasn't wearing boots. I am now. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Heat's in good shape. I need my other hand. Upside down welding. Glove on both hands for sure. If you're new here to my channel or just new to welding in general, this is called stitch welding, where you're on and off the trigger, you know, little bumps, and you move around and stitch a little bit here, a little stitch here, a little stitch here, and you move around. That kind of controls your, well, it doesn't kind of, it helps control the heat distortion. And then just bump on, bump off, especially with sheet metal. You stitch weld sheet metal a lot. Now I'm lucky here, and I did this on purpose. When I cut this patch out, I cut close to this body line in the roof. I did that on purpose to try to you know, stay a little bit in an area that has some more strength to it. You weld it out here in the middle of a big curve, and it's just, you know, prone to walk and stretch and do all kind of crazy stuff. gonna grind this down now. I'm probably not quite halfway through welding it up, but I'm gonna go ahead and grind it and see what we got. I need to adjust it a little bit with hammer I can, and then we'll finish welding it up. First, it gets where I'm at, so I can move those. All right. So give me some grip. Now, unfortunately, I got a big low spot right here where it puckered in. I can work a little bit of that out. It might be a bit high. Well, no, I think it's more puckered in than anything. Let me work it with the hammer a little bit more. Hammer and the spoon. It's almost been a Skinner tune. Most of y'all didn't get that joke. I mean, it's helping, but it's not going to fix it. So this spot right here is going to be sunk in maybe the 1/16 an inch or so, maybe even a little bit more. That's what fillers. That's what filler is for. So I wish it was a little better, but it is what it is. This side feels pretty good, actually. Grind the rest of that. Right here, that's gonna get. All right, well, that's about good. That's gonna get. I believe we're good enough with filler now. A wave or two pops up in the filler, or a high spot or two pops up. When I get the filler on and start blocking it, I'll address it then. That feels really good to start with. Woo! I'm glad that's done. I'm still not done. I'll show you in just a minute. Let me get out, grab the camera, and I'll show you what we got. Some of y'all was here watching me get in and out of this truck. You be laughing at me doing my old man moves. It ain't got nothing to do with age. There's dirt and dust and crap in here and booby traps everywhere getting out of this truck. I'll fall out of here and bust my ass if I ain't careful. I've done it once already. Not this time around, but before. Believe me, yeah, it's a real thing. Anyway, let me show you what we got. So, let's see, zoom. Okay, we're out. Here's a panel welded in. I know the glare over here is pretty bad, but I got to have light, so just deal with it. It might look a little better than it really is. I don't know. There's not a lot of. There's a pinhole or a crater there, and there's a couple of craters and pinholes in these welds. But for welding upside down and the way I was having to do it, it came out pretty good. This weld over here doesn't look that great. It's sunk in 1/16 of an inch or so, maybe even almost an eighth, I'm not sure. So, but I am going to wipe, like I said, I'm going to wipe fiberglass on this whole panel up here before I put body filler over it. So the few little bit of pinholes that are in here that would let moisture seep through, put fiberglass on those, because body filler, I've said a number of times, body filler will absorb moisture through a pinhole, whereas fiberglass won't. So I'm going to fiberglass all this. Well, actually, first step is to epoxy prime. Here's the area under here. I know there's not a lot of light there that I welded up part of it. On the other side of the cab, or the driver's side, I've got all these pinholes right here to deal with. There's also quite a number of them up under here and along this flange, all the way over to there, and there's pinholes, all the way over to here. So there's this whole seam right here is pinholed. Now I welded all these up. You watched me weld these up in that other video, and it was a pain in the butt. I could do these the same way, but I'm thinking about putting a patch in this side to save me all that work, all that upside down grinding and mess. That's just a pain in the butt. Putting a patch in here, if I did it, the way I'd do it to cut down on the amount of work is I'd cut it all the way down, all the way from down to there, and either make it up into here, barely just past the curve, or what I could do is cut it right in the groove, right in the crease, and weld it in that crease, which is a good strong area to weld in. So that would require me to fix all this areas, weld all these holes up. Now these aren't upside down. I can probably get these done. I started that one and had to stop because it kept blowing out on me. But I got this one now ready to finish welding up. There's a hole here you see. That's from a drill bit. I got to weld that up. Little pinhole here I'll weld up. Got a hole from a weld I weld up. A little pinhole here or a hole here from a drill bit. Anyway, this is done. Let me get out of here a minute. Alright, so that's it for this video. We got the patch panel welded in. I've got to do a little bit more. I'm going to weld up a few more little rust pinholes and do a little bit more grinding, but the patch panel is welded in and done. So my next step on the patch panel obviously is to put primer on it, and then we'll come back and wipe filler over it. My next actual step is to try to get over there and figure out the other side, the pinholes in the driver's side that I just showed you. Got to figure out my strategy for those. I guess I'll probably video that. Again, I make these videos that are in a lot of detail, and I just don't know if people watch these things or not. I mean, I'm not getting a lot of views, but my C10 stuff, we'll see how that goes. I don't know, I'm probably making too long of videos and too much detail. It's just how I do it. Everybody else is making these short little, highlight like videos, and if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, and I want to kind of show stuff in detail. So anyway, that's it for now. Don't want to be rambling. So I will come back. We'll come back when we get to the next step. Like I said, will be the fixing those patch panels, I imagine, and we'll go from there. So thanks for being here. I hope you like what you're seeing. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm trying to show stuff, like I said, in a lot of detail, not just your highlight video. Some of you probably don't like that. Some of you probably do. Anyway, I'm rambling, so thanks for being here. Be sure to do the like, comment, subscribe thing, all the YouTube stuff. Thanks again, and I will catch you on the next side. What? And I will catch you on the flip side. Y'all come back now, you hear?